Hey, welcome to the Backlog Gamers podcast. Old viewers, new viewers, I'm so happy to see everybody here. I'm your co-host, HaloTitan, joined by my good friend, co-host, FableTrek.
Hey,
Got the name
what's
right this
going
time.
on, man?
Those of you who used to watch the show before we kind of went on a long hiatus might have known him as a different name. So I love the rebrand. Yeah. You'll never know. You can guess down in the comments if you want to, but I doubt you'll get it. How you doing, buddy?
It's not hard to find, but I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm really excited for this. I think we're going to title this episode Welcome Back because we've been gone for about a year. We kind of did a lot of revising, changing what the show's going to be like. I'm excited to share with our old viewers and new viewers coming in what our plans are. I think we should open up with our biggest, probably our biggest change.
Yeah,
and that's
well, I mean, here's the thing. The fact of the matter is that there were some changes that needed to happen, right?
Sure.
And we went on a long hiatus because we're dads and we got kids and we got all sorts of things. That's why we're backlog gamers, right? We've always got a backlog of games because we've got real life stuff to do all the time.
Yeah, and some weirdo got a new job too. So.
Yeah, I know. This guy over here, right? But hey, you got to do real life stuff, right? And so we had to make some changes, and we're really excited because we've made some really big changes that we'll talk about maybe in another episode here. But we've got some really big changes that we want to talk about in this episode.
Well, we didn't discuss this ahead of time, so if I start revealing a change you don't want to talk about yet, let me know. Just give me the old
be like, stop.
Shalalalash.
Well, I think we should introduce the first big change.
The hugest change, I think, to the channel, and that one that's going to really take a weight off of our shoulders because it was a lot of work. Beforehand, it was just two of us. Now there's three.
What?
4 of us.
Wait, what?
Welcome to our two newer co-hosts. Down beneath me, my sister, Rage PB. And right over there is Unchained Saga. How you guys doing?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What up, old people?
For those that don't know, let's introduce these guys. So we got Rage PB, who is also HaloTitan's sister and also just the loveliest of us all. But she's also a huge noob. And then she's also the newbiest of us all. So, kind of balances out. And then below me, right here, down here, we got Unchained Saga, who's also the newbiest in life. AKA he's lived.
I'm an old soul. I'm an old soul. Come on.
I want to argue with the old comment, but then I look at my face and I see all the gray in my beard.
Not a day over 50, Tyler. I know. You're looking good.
I'm becoming a silver fox, and I'm not even 40 yet. So, what can you do about that, man? Well, I want to give you guys the opportunity. I think Zach and I can go after you guys for all the newcomers to the show, but I want to give Rage PB and Unchained Saga a moment to maybe just say what's up and welcome themselves to the Backlog Gamers podcast.
Yeah. So happy to be here. What can we say? Well, I am.
Tell us about yourself. All your hopes and dreams.
All your hopes and dreams.
I don't know how well I'm doing. I'm on this podcast. No.
Dang.
She's bringing the shade in the first
we can fire people, right?
I think that means we can also
right. Well, it's hey, this is exciting. I get to hang out with my big brother and talk about something that we both love to do. I am a resident noob, so you're gonna hear me say probably a lot of silly stuff. But you know what? That's the best part of playing with me is I always keep it entertaining. I always keep it fresh, and I always ask stupid questions.
Hey, we love the stupid questions because that's really going to spark some rage, right? Get it?
Look at him go.
It'll be like that one time Fable was telling people that that he enjoyed the Halo TV series more than the Last of Us TV series.
Oh,
that would come in on the first episode.
I mean, it was a hot take, brother.
Hey,
I was about to be like, Trek and I go way back, but I don't know if I can associate with you after that one, bud.
In fairness, that second season of the Halo
it was good.
TV series was dope.
It was really good, and then they can't. And then of course they canceled it.
And then they canceled after the great season.
It was real good, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, I just want to say I say that about Rage PB because the other day we did some test recordings.
Yeah,
and I believe we reacted to the Switch 2 announcement.
Right.
Yeah,
and you guys will probably never see that reaction because I don't. It was just for
a
practice.
Test run. It was a practice.
It was a test run. But Rage PB said, what did she say? It was about the
You're
game.
gonna out me?
HaloTitan outed us in the first episode. Man. He's just
She straight out
all of us
dogged on Nintendo for their games. I'm like, that's the one thing that people like about Nintendo.
No. I think what I said was people who play Nintendo never grew up.
You liken them to Disney adults, if I recall.
Oh, I'm gonna get canceled on the first episode.
Well,
Do not talk about Disney adults.
That's why we bring a variety of folks into our podcast.
Yeah,
so that
was life, right or wrong.
Speaking of newcomers, I want to give Unchained Saga. I gotta figure out. My camera's mirrored for the first time in our recording history.
Wow.
So when I point this way, I'm actually pointing that way. Instead of
good,
I used to have to point this way to point that way. Yeah. So you're down there. The Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I'm up here. I
want to give Unchained Saga the opportunity to introduce himself as well.
Hey guys, good to be here. I've known FableTrek for a good long time now. I haven't known these other two quite as long, but they're all right people so far. I've been gaming with the best of them. I think my first gaming memory probably was trying to get Pokemon Red on the big screen with the Super Nintendo adapter. So, I got a lot of good memories. I hope to bring some good discussion points, and I'm excited to be here doing this with y'all.
Yeah, one of the things I'm really excited about having Unchained Saga with us here is he's really into indie games. And if anybody's watched or listened to previous Backlog Gamer stuff, I really enjoy that stuff. So it'll be really cool to have somebody else to kind of geek out about the indie game stuff a lot.
I enjoy my indie game stuff, brother.
Yeah, I know, but just
because you don't like Cook Serve Delicious
a little bit.
Well, that's not an indie game.
That's absolutely an indie game. What?
Oh my!
That's a tragedy. Just go work at a supermarket, man.
No,
don't dog
it's
on
like
supermarket workers. They're the backbone of America.
Exactly.
Let's
so
go.
why would you just go be one? Go be the backbone.
Go be a hero.
Play the game. Yeah, come on.
I play
games because I can't be the Master Chief. I could go stock a shelf. Sorry. And now I'm canceled. All right.
No chill. My Cook Serve Delicious fans out there, let them know what it is, man. It's not a cooking simulator. It's a game where you have to quickly and perfectly get your orders out.
Oh my gosh. Apparently all of the Backlog gamers discussed coming in here guns blazing without me because, man, they are lobbing some grenades up in here. Oh my
we can all agree that Mass Effect was a mediocre trilogy.
Oh my
God.
Okay, all right. You know what?
I can't even
we will shun him as well. We will all shun him for that. Don't you guys worry about that. But here's I got a good game.
Fable, before we move on, though, I wanted to give you and myself a chance to reintroduce ourselves as well, because we do.
Yeah,
we are relaunching technically.
One, yeah. This is awesome. We've been gaming since 2011, probably 10, 11. And HaloTitan and I have been friends since 2010, 11. And it's been a wild ride. We've had so many gaming experiences together. I remember when we were playing Rocket League when it first came out on a PlayStation Network.
Yes.
And since we've bought that game like 5 times on different consoles.
Yeah, before they let it be
before they made it free, right? But I mean, we've been playing together for ever, it seems like.
Yeah, I think Unchained Saga was only 8 years old when we started gaming.
Hey, 9.5. All right, I can do that.
But it's so true. So we've been together for a very long time.
Right? Yeah.
As
It's
we
been a minute.
introduce the Backlog Gamers, as we introduce the episode, you guys know, hey, we're Backlog Gamers, meaning we have a ton of games on our backlog, a ton of games and since we game share, we have even more because I'll get one, HaloTitan will get one, and they just compound, right? And then we just got loads and loads of games together. And so we'll never tackle that backlog list, I'm sure. But I think everybody who's a Backlog Gamer has that hope and dream that someday we're going to tackle every game on our backlog.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a noob question. I didn't realize Rocket League has been around that long.
Not since 2010, but it's been around since at least
maybe
a couple years later. It was PS.
Yeah, it's a few years later. Maybe
it was PS4.
It
was a PS4 game. So after PS4 came out, I want to say 14 or 15.
Yeah, it could be.
Wow.
It's been around a long time.
It's been about a decade at least. Yeah.
And we're the nerds that had a tally sheet and have an Excel sheet with all our stats.
We still do that. We still do that.
We still do it.
Yeah, we even marked all the randos that we've played with over the years that
That's
have
true.
decided to hop on. Yeah, we've got it's huge. It is massive. Yeah. Well, I'll introduce myself. I'm HaloTitan. I'll probably be the primary host for the episodic shows that you guys see, but I'll let these fine folks here take the wheel every now and then to kind of make things fresh. Especially these two down here, I want them to kind of get the hang of it in case Fable and I are ever gone. You guys can run a show on your own.
So, you only got so many years left in you.
Yeah. This guy.
I'm kidding. Many more, hopefully.
Many moons.
So, it was kind of I've been talking podcast. I was talking podcasts for years before we decided to finally do it.
Yeah,
Fable.
Yeah, I got so annoyed. I was like,
we should do a podcast.
Podcast. Why won't let's just do it?
It wasn't that rude. He was like, I think we really should do a podcast. And
I know.
So
I
Backlog Gamers has been a brand though. Before we started doing podcasts, we were both big time streamers back in 2016 and even 2015 maybe. It's been a minute. And so we've kind of been around the block with Backlog Gamers and a bunch of different iterations with it. And I'm very proud of what we've got going on here now. Lots of new content coming out. And even though I think 3 of us are at least Backlog Gamers, Unchained Saga, I'm going to throw it out there, is the least backlog of all of us. And that's not a bad thing. I think it's good to have someone here that's keeping it fresh, that's keeping in the know. Even though the rest of because some of us are a little behind. And he does a really good job, even though he's kind of snarky, at keeping us in the loop.
I can think of at least 2 games I haven't finished yet, man. Come on.
Oh, 2 games?
Oh,
I've got over 100 games on my backlog.
I've got so many.
What did he tell us the other week?
Not there.
Everybody
He told us the other week. My ideal thing is that we're trying a new game every week, wasn't it?
Yes, he did say that.
If you try a new game every week,
that's the problem, though. I've played so many.
Yeah,
I've left so many unfinished. I haven't finished The Witcher 3. I haven't finished. I've finished Skyrim. There's so many. There's so many.
Fair enough.
All right. So, I mean, technically, he's backlogged in the sense that he's never finished a game.
He starts them.
He just,
he doesn't always
finish them. Never finishes.
He just never finishes them. So, I can at least say I'm backlogged, but I finish games. And actually, we have a couple games we need to finish that's driving me just a little.
I think you mean you finish Hogwarts Legacy over and over again. There's a difference.
All right, for the audience, I played Hogwarts Legacy once.
So I kind of want to get this pushing forward into a different direction here. We're gonna have a more structured show coming out. We're kind of just winging it today because we're like, you know what? We're ready. Let's start.
This is our introductory episode.
Saying hi,
and I kind of I want to kind of get in and discuss with everybody different topics about ourselves and in the gaming space. Before that, though, Zach, did you want to introduce some of the new content and some of the new stuff that we're going to be doing here.
Sure.
I'll hand it over to you.
We've got all sorts of really fun plans. I mean, there's so many different types of videos out there for gaming content, and we're really excited about doing some of those. And one of the things is before we could do episodes, but then when all the editing fell on us, and then all the scheduling and everything else, it was just too hard to keep up with everything and all the different things we wanted to do. And we wanted to do like game reviews, and we did several, but now we're excited to do more of those, and we're excited to do shorts, and we're excited to make the podcast episodes a little less news heavy, because we are backlog gamers. So we want to talk about things thematically more. And then the news we can do in shorts and things like that, you'll be able to find on YouTube.
And when he says shorts for that, we're going to make shorter videos, 5 to 10 minute long. Hey, this news just came out. We're talking about it, but we're also getting more into the actual shorts and the TikTok style videos as well.
Yeah, the vertical videos as well. Yeah. I mean, we want to continue to do trailer reactions, because every gamer gets excited about a new game trailer, right? We're excited to do like co-op reviews, like when we were doing Game of the Month, where we could play a game together. And so we're gonna do some co-op reviews, and we've got some bonus ones. I don't want to give everything away, but there are some special ones that like Rage PB is gonna bring to the table, and Unchained Saga is gonna bring to the table, and I've got some special ones that I've got planned for that, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with all these new videos.
And we're even discussing doing solo game reviews by ourselves. They're gonna be probably a little more scripted, where we write something out and then we kind of just show you what we played and give it a review, kind of like you'll see on IGN or GameSpot. Maybe not as pretentious as some of those reviews tend to be. And no disrespect to those guys, because they do work hard. I'll give them credit for that, but they just come across as a little pretentious to me nowadays. But it's gonna be in the style of, I played this 8-year-old game for the first time ever. Here's my review of it. So you're not going to be getting fresh, brand new, this game just released yesterday reviews,
Right. We're talking about, again, we're backlog gamers. So we could be playing a game that's 7 years old, and we're like, oh, let's do a review on this. So it's going to be really fun, because a lot of times you see some of the new graphics, you see some of the new things that games are doing, but honestly, some of those nostalgia factors in these older games are just that much more fun now than they were back then. So it's pretty cool.
And I did want to just announce that the podcast is also kind of going in Zach already, or FableTrek, sorry. I got to get used to his new name. We'll get
it'll get
easy.
It's
been like 3 months and I'm still not used to it. But it's not going to be news heavy. I don't even think we might bring up news topics while we're discussing something else. But this is not going to be what it used to be, where, hey, this news thing came out, discuss. This one, discuss. Where we're trying to, get it put into 1 week and try to release it on time. It was always too late. So now our episodes are going to be a bit more thematic. We can record them weeks ahead of time and release them when we're ready, and which I think is great.
That'll help us get on a much better schedule too.
We're using a lot of new software for our recording now. It's going to make editing and everything a lot easier. But the biggest thing, I think, is that we're going to start off doing a bi-weekly show, and we're going to break it into seasons. So we're going to have kind of the Christmas is over to summer season, and then we're going to have the back to school to Christmas season. Right. So the summertime, we might have fewer episodes coming out just because they were all pre-recorded.
And fewer episodes of the podcast of the show, but then we're going to have all this other new content for the YouTube channel. That'll be coming out for us every week. Kind of roll out more regularly. It'll be cool.
And it'll be kind of one of those things where, if there might only be 2 of us doing something here, which is why I think it's great we have Rage PB and Unchained Saga here, because we can keep that flow of content coming out where all 4 of us are working on stuff and getting it pushed out. In a time.
And there will be times where you won't even see HaloTitan and myself, and it'll just be those 2. It'll be great.
Fresh faces.
Fresh
the cool
faces.
kids.
The cool ones.
Okay, well,
that's
just
some of the
to
new
get
stuff.
to know, just a little bit of a more get to know some of the players here that we've got. Just real quick, everybody run through maybe one of your favorite, just like off the top of your head.
Well, I wanted
one
to
of your
ask
favorite games of all time.
all of you. No, save that because I wanted to ask all of you what was the game that got you guys into being gamers? Like, not just I played this game and it was fun. What was the game that was like, oh, I really like video games, I'm gonna keep playing them more often? What was that? Unchained Saga, I'll let you take it first.
I think the first game that really got me like, wow, this is something I could be doing for forever was probably the OG Modern Warfare 2. Something about that game, I came back to it time and time and time again. The story, the levels, the feeling it gave. I just remember being enthralled with that game, staying up till 4 a.m. night after night, just sitting on the ground, just playing it over. I love that game. COD fell off a big hill for me, but that game always holds a very special place in my heart.
It makes sense. What about you, Rage?
So the first game, I think Titan's my brother. We gamed when we were kids. Had the whole, first Nintendo, whatever. But I remember sneaking into Titan's bedroom when he was at school and playing Halo on his Xbox. And that was when I was like, oh man, a little preteen, and then I stopped gaming for years. And then, hilariously, an old friend got an Xbox, and I started playing Halo again. And then I got addicted. I think I ran through all of the Halos, and Cody Titan was like, "You got to play something else." And he was like, "Here, play these games," and just kept giving me. And now I'm a Backlog gamer. So
yeah,
thanks, Titan.
You're welcome. Yeah, I think one of the first ones I gave you was Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, which is why we don't talk to Saga. Yeah,
we can get into that one later.
I'm playing that again on my Steam Deck. FableTrek, how about you?
For me, it was on the original Game Boy. Do you guys remember that thing? The big gray brick.
The OG Game Boy.
Yeah, Saga might not remember it, but it was a real thing back in the
credit, man.
It was just this big gray brick, and the screen was like green.
No backlighting.
No backlighting or anything. You had to like have a flashlight under your covers while you were playing. And you had the flashlight in your mouth, so it pointed at the screen, and it's ridiculous. But it was definitely on that, and like I played Kirby's Dream Land, and I played Mario Baseball. It wasn't called Mario Baseball; it was just baseball, but it was a Mario version of baseball, and. But then there was a game that came out that was called Pokemon Blue. And oh my gosh, that blew my socks off. And I played that game over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I couldn't get enough. And that was my first oh yeah, I love video games.
Oh yeah.
What about you, HaloTitan?
So since I was a kid, I remember we would go visit our grandparents in Wyoming. And my uncle was still a kid going through high school and stuff growing up, but he always had like the newest consoles. I mean, we were so excited to go visit them just to go play whatever new console and new games he had. So, I mean, we started off playing the OG Mario in the early 90s. And then he wound up getting a Sega, and we played so much Sega. And then he had 64, and we would stay up so late playing Mario Kart 64 and Turok 2. And then I started gaming on his PC. I played Mortal Kombat 3 on the PC, Diablo 2, and Grand Theft Auto. But I gotta say, even though all those games kind of had me coming back, it wasn't until Halo came out. And it's in my name for a reason. Yeah, it's Halo's always been kind of a staple for me. I loved that game, playing through it cooperatively with Rico. And seeing like a game can really tell a story. Then I watch the story now, and it's like kind of amateur compared to what their other companies are doing now. But at the time when it came out, it was like revolutionary. It was like I really feel like I'm a part of something here. And so for me, it was Halo. Halo really got me back into gaming on a regular basis, to where it was kind of part of my normal life, and then here we are.
We're not related at all.
No.
Not at all.
No correlation.
No correlation.
Yeah.
You know, Titan and I, we used to have LAN parties where we'd literally pack up the TVs, the big box TVs from our house, drive them over to our grandparents' house, and we'd have like 6 TVs. And
she's not kidding. The big box ones,
too. The big ones.
Yeah,
I mean, that's old school. That was way before you could game online with your friends.
Pizza, soda, and so much Halo. It was fantastic.
Viva la Resistance!
Viva la Resistance. We were playing zombies in Halo 2 before they officially made it a game mode in Halo 3. It was great. It was awesome.
That's glorious. I remember the LAN parties.
And so, as FableTrek, I didn't mean to hijack your question there. What was you?
No, I think another way for us to kind of get to know everybody here, all the players, is tell us one of your favorite, just like off the top of your head, one of your all-time favorite games. I mean, you can obviously have more than one, but just like give us one right off the top of your head.
Mass Effect trilogy.
Oh, cheater!
No way.
All 3.
No, all opinions are valid. All opinions are valid.
I mean, let's be realistic. They're all part of the same story.
I love a Mass Effect.
I'm just saying.
That's fair. I love Mass Effect. It was great. Great trilogy. Great games. Josh can't see it, but I'm flipping him off.
I'm looking away. I'm looking away from it because I know it's going to make me mad.
All right. Rage PB, give us one.
Oh man, Borderlands. The second one is fantastic.
No, you don't get to pick all 4.5 Borderlands.
But I mean, Borderlands 2, Handsome Jack. I bought Borderlands on a whim. Loved it. I'm addicted to that game. I have not watched the movie, so I cannot speak. I don't think the movie will do any justice to the game, but Borderlands 2. I love Borderlands 2.
Yeah, FableTrek can't see me, but I'm flipping him off.
Yeah. FableTrek, we have been trying, listeners, to get Fable to play Borderlands with us. And I mean, come on.
I just keep getting thrown under the bus in this one. You know what? Exchange Unchained Saga. How about
Can you go before me, please? I'm still debating, man.
Give me one. Oh man, this guy won't give me one. All right. I'll go with since these guys ruined it and now it's like franchise. I'll go with Uncharted because glorious. Just
such a good game.
Wonderful games in that series. I've been replaying them with my oldest son recently, and it still holds up. They're so good.
Rage PB can't see me, but I'm flipping around.
I'm playing Uncharted 4.
I'm just kidding. I only say that just because she's never had a PlayStation. I mean, Uncharted 4 is a really good game, but man, Uncharted 2 is probably
Steam,
one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah,
so
it's Steam, PlayStation. Put the original trilogy.
Yeah, let's get that original trilogy on Steam.
I want to play it on my Steam Deck.
We'll give you more money. Just give it to us.
Take my money.
I will buy again the great, fantastic Uncharted.
Just like we've bought Rocket League 7 times, we will buy Uncharted 7 times. Just give it to us again.
That is
just
on
a different platform. All right, Saga.
He's debating, man. Look at that.
We have used all the time we can. You got to do it, man.
Can I give 3? Can I give 3?
No. Can I give 1?
One. Okay.
You can do a trilogy or a series.
No, top of your head. Just bing, bang, bong. Get it up.
I have to get the one that keeps coming back out of all the games I've played. The one that keeps popping back in my head is probably Pokemon Emerald.
Ooh.
I know objectively Heart Gold and Soul Silver are better, but something about Pokemon Emerald kept me coming back time and time again. That generation specifically holds such a warm place in my heart. I think the series died after Emerald.
100%.
The husk of a shell.
Emerald,
the secret rooms. It was just like the culmination of everything that Pokemon was. I love that game so much. Ask me again tomorrow. It's probably a different game, but if I have to pick one right now, it's going to be Pokemon Emerald. That game's timeless to me.
I loved that. Mudkip was my guy. Just throwing it out there.
Nah, Mudkip's the choice, man. It goes
Mudkip
Mudkip, Trico, Torchic.
It's a tough question to ask that because I mean immediately BioShock, Halo, Gears of War.
I know there's so many
Mass
games
Effect,
The Witcher Halo 3, Skyrim,
I mean,
Ghost of Tsushima.
For real, yeah. There's
Hogwarts
so
Legacy.
Yeah.
No, not even on the list.
How about some lesser known stuff like Firewatch? Come on, let's
Firewatch.
Oh, don't even. That's a whole topic.
Good game.
That game is fire.
We will.
Ori in the Blind Forest.
Ori was phenomenal. Loved Ori.
Yeah,
so good.
Perfect.
So many
Astrobot Game of the Year. Y'all haven't played it, but I
Let's
loved every
go.
second of that game.
It's so hard because there's so many good games. Yeah,
It Takes Two may be one of the best games made ever. I just so good. So many good games. But
in God of War,
that's the thing. So hey, I mean, it's just it gets all the juices and the wheels turning, and it makes everybody get to know us just a little bit as we go into the show, as we're restarting and relaunching with brand new episode 1. We're so excited to have you guys as part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to extend our welcome to our 2 new co-hosts. I'm so happy that you guys are on board. It's really, since we brought you guys in, I really feel like it's really breathed a lot of new fresh air into the Backlog gamers.
Yeah, life and energy.
I mean,
energy into these old bones.
And energy into these old bones.
And I think the best part, right?
We're gonna have some hot takes here. Sorry, what were you saying, Rage?
I was just saying, I think the best part is we do game together. That's how we got started on this endeavor. Is we started gaming together, and we're currently a little addicted to Phas. Saga, not so much. I think he's
I wouldn't say we.
Phasmophobia.
But
Marvel Rivals hasn't been getting the
is...
love it needs.
I agree.
We've been burning him out on Phas. Although, speaking of Phas, we got to do our weeklies.
This week. But that's the best part. Is you got a group of friends here who started gaming together, and through a shared love of games decided you all should be brought into it and listen to the stuff we have to say, even the bad takes like Saga's. But it's cool.
Hey, you know what? Talk in the comments below. I know my community's out there. Mass Effect is not the greatest trilogy of all time. Back me up, people. Come on.
I never claimed it to be the greatest trilogy of all time.
Maybe the greatest.
It's a fantastic trilogy, but you straight up
probably
hate that game.
I do not. Okay, I want to put it on record because y'all keep bringing it up. I do not hate Mass Effect. I think it's really, 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 really overhyped.
All right, we're gonna cut him off there because this could go on all night.
Okay.
But in the comments, who is your favorite new member? Rage
that'd be interesting, yeah.
Or
a good place to end.
Technically, new name, new branding. Just you can't stay HaloTitan.
I'm the only OG.
You just can't stay HaloTitan.
So I did kind of want to end it with one final gaming related question, just to kind of let people who are listening or watching on YouTube kind of know where your guys' kind of headspace is at gaming wise. What do you think is arguably the best game ever made up to this point?
Easy for me. It's got to be It Takes Two.
Oh.
It Takes Two just combined so many of the best game features, the best game mechanics from, I mean, just generations of games. And it is so fun, and you laugh so hard, and it's a fun and heartwarming story, and the music is brilliant. I mean, the game is a 10 out of 10, hands down.
That's okay. That's a hard one to pass up, or that's a hard one to top. A Rage PB Saga, you guys have one?
This is a cop-out, and I'm sorry, but I am a noob, so TBD. I still have a lot of games left to discover. I don't know that I've played
that's fair. Of all the games that you've played, what do you think is the best game ever made? From what you've played?
Of all time.
Got her.
It might be.
Oh, man. I don't know. Go to Saga. Come back to me.
Okay, Saga, what do you got for it?
I'm going to agree with every point FableTrek said. The only game I can think that tops it in terms of just what a game sets out to do. When I think Masterclass, every time I think Halo 3, I think every part of that game just achieved the feeling
Glorious.
of being the Master Chief, of gunning down the Covenant, that final level, driving the Warthog over the falling. It burned into my brain, my soul.
Absolutely. That game,
I agree. That
a
game is
masterclass.
phenomenal.
We brought up Halo like 3 times here. Yeah, but Halo 3.
Well, funny story. I'm not going to pick a Halo game as what I think is the greatest game ever made. So that's
okay.
For me, hands down, Witcher 3, greatest game ever made. It's massive. It tells a great story, and every side quest in that game and every Witcher contract you take is an entire story within itself, with a full beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
Like, it's no meaningless side quest. It's not, redoing the same activity over and over like you would in like an Assassin's Creed game or something. It is like literally
collecting
unique
all the feathers.
missions. Right. Yeah. So every side quest you take on, he's not wrong. Every side quest of that is fantastic. And I've spent I think my first playthrough was like 260 hours or something like that.
Oh my god.
Because I did everything.
Wow.
I did.
You're a stronger man than me.
Yeah, it was great. I loved every second of that game, and I played it twice. So I'm going to throw it back to Rage.
I hate it. I'm so newbie. I just feel like I don't have like a great answer. But I don't know. When I think of like games that I just constantly keep replaying, I go back to Mass Effect.
That's
Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you. I know what Fable was thinking. Listen, guys. Okay, I got a little bit of Harry Potter kick. All right,
hey,
look.
I'm not even going to dog you for Mass Effect.
No.
Mass Effect to me, I just loved, and Saga has thoughts, I know, but like every
that's your
choice I
pick.
made,
I'll respect it.
I did not realize, how my choices impacted the game, and I ended up killing Rex the first go round, which I felt really
spoilers.
How are you going to spoil this 20-year-old game? Oh,
horrible. I legitimately felt so bad when I had to.
Should have been a nicer person.
Awful.
Could have been a better
guy. Not knowing how to like save him, you had to go back and play the whole game again.
And Saga's like, "Oh, you could have just saved him." I'm like, "I could not save him."
I tried. I don't know how.
Beauty of playing that game the first time, especially when it came out. I can't think of another game that was like that, where your choices really did matter. Of course, the third game kind of ruined all that with the last 15 minutes.
Didn't even
your choice didn't matter then, but
that's
a different. We could save that for a thematic topic. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking out the Backlog Gamers podcast, brand new, fresh, remastered. I want to thank Rage PB and Unchained Saga for being generous and joining our group here, and I want to thank FableTrek for always being a fantastic co-host. I'll throw it here to you guys if you have any plugs you want to throw out there to have the people stalk you and hunt you down.
One of the good things that you guys can do to find me is you can find me at FableTrek on Twitter, and actually I think I'm on all the things now, so we've got all of them, Twitter and Instagram and all the things. But one thing I will say is you definitely want to make sure to check out the Backlog Gamers on our other social media platforms, including we're on the Twitter and TikTok. We're on Instagram and we're on TikTok. And most of them are at Gamers Backlog backwards. And then we've got one, I think Instagram is the Backlog Gamers. So definitely make sure to check us out on those things.
Yeah.
Unchained Saga, where can the people find you?
They cannot yet. I mean, they could. I'm technically there, but little insight into
we will find you.
Yeah, Unchained Saga is going to be the name for a project I'm working on as well that I'm not quite ready to show or talk about yet. If you look, you'll find the names on like Instagram and X or whatever. But as for now, don't find me, please.
Okay.
Maybe soon, hopefully soon find me.
All right, so he doesn't want to be part of the show anymore. So, Rage
wait, guys, no way! I take it back. Find me, stalk me, find me.
In the dark of the night, people will find.
And Rage, your plugs.
You can find me at RagePB on X and on Twitch. I don't have the Instas, the TikTok yet. You can find me on the Backlog Gamers. I'll be doing something really fun with shorts, so make sure to look out for me there. But yeah, that's it so far.
A clothing brand?
Sweet. And FableTrek already took care of the where you can find Backlog Gamers. So we'll just leave that as it is. Be sure you guys. I'm pretty sure we somewhere have on the screen the thing popping up saying to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Be sure you guys do that. Help us grow here so we can reach out to more of you, because we have a lot of community-minded stuff that we want to do for the show down the road. You can find me at HaloTitan on Twitter. Well, I guess it's X now. So at HaloTitan on X, HaloTitan.tv or Twitch.tv. And HaloTitan on YouTube as well. I'm actually switching over from Twitch to YouTube. And, of course, right here on the Backlog Gamers podcast. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
See you later.
See ya.